Hey guys, welcome to part 4 of Let's Play Snowboard Kids. In the last part we did that grass place, and before that we did that night place. It was set at night, you know, all that. So in this part we're going to be doing Dizzyland, the final level. Very exciting stuff. First thing you may have noticed just then, I selected Alpine level 3. And what you can actually do, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, I mentioned the shop, but you can buy different levels. And you can actually buy up to level 3 boards. Now the bad thing about them is that they don't actually tell you how much, like, they're obviously better because they're the next level, and you know, you level up your board, it's going to be better, but yeah, it doesn't actually tell you the stat changes, which I kind of don't like. But anyway, there's level 3 boards that you can buy. And just then I think I mentioned in the other parts that there was another special trick that Jam can do. That was it, and it looks really funny because I'm playing on an emulator that actually is like 60 frames per second, but it only records in like a lot less than that, so you can't really see the whole trick quite as well, just because it's that quick and that mental. So it's a very cool trick, and you actually do get 300 Gs from it, which is the same amount you get from doing that half pipe. And it's not that hard to do, you just have to go up, down, and you've done the special trick. Although obviously you got to give yourself enough time to do the jump because it's the longest trick to do, so I wouldn't recommend doing it all the time. So yeah, just letting you know. Also, one thing I wanted to mention is that this is a re-recording of this area, or this track I should say, because have you ever had it where a whole file for no apparent reason just breaks your whole computer? Because that's pretty much what happened here. I had the recorded file and it like broke my whole laptop, and I had no idea what it was because I never experienced anything like it. But so yeah, in summary, this is actually recorded after the rest of the Let's Play. So yeah, that's why I have level 3 boards, and that's why I actually started the screen on Dizzyland and I already had the trophy. So you know, it's kind of a shame, but it's still the same race. It's not really that different. Although I would have preferred to use my last recording, so I didn't do that. This is how you don't get into the lift. If you really don't want to get into the lift, this is how you do it. You freeze a fat man in front of it, because you're not going to get past that, you know. Very embarrassing. Yeah, so not going too well really this race, but you know, I put it back. This level, the music in this level, I do like it. The thing is, it's a bit like kind of catchy. Like that that bit, I'm not going to sing it, but some of it's kind of catchy and a bit, not poppy, but you know what I mean. It's like there's one main riff that you're going to hear a lot, and if you play this race once or twice, you're not going to get annoyed by it. But if you play this race as many times as I did, because I did lose each time I tried to record this, yeah, it does start to get annoying. So probably not one of my favourite music tracks in the game, but still okay. You know, it just gets kind of annoying after a while. If you keep losing to stupid Linda, then you're going to hear it a lot. Yeah. So I haven't even talked about the actual course yet. This is a theme park course, and these are the infamous coffee cups. Probably the most like infamous bit of the game. If you play this game, you know how terrible those coffee cups are. Just if you want to avoid them, just take the route I took. You can go through the middle, but it's a bit risky because there's a coffee cup in the middle that you're going to bounce off of. Because the reason why the coffee cups are so annoying is because you do bounce off them. Like, you don't just like stop or slow down, you bounce backwards. So, but the really cool thing is that the computers do it. Like, the computers sometimes, well, I think certain computers will do it every time. They will just bounce into those coffee cups, and so that means if you don't bounce in the coffee cups, you instantly go into the lead every time you get there. So just take the left and play it safe, because going through the middle, there's one coffee cup right at the end that's really annoying to dodge. So you want to be careful with that, and I would just say don't risk it. You know. Yeah, this is a theme park. It's kind of cool, you know. It's not really that notable, this level. It's just the last level out of the main courses, so I guess that makes it quite classic. And you're not guaranteed to win this first time, even if you have played this game a lot. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole course. It's pretty cool. There's a shortcut up there. It's not actually a shortcut at all where those coins are. You can go up there, then go all the way along the edge, but there's no real reason to. It's not actually a proper shortcut, it's just an alternate route, and I think one of the AIs will always take that higher route to get those coins. And when I first did this it was Linda, but I'm not too sure who it is because I was always so far ahead, you know. I can't be staring back at those losers as they do their loser things. I'm too busy winning, doing my winning things. Kinda creepy, this place, if you think about it. Did you see that massive marshmallow thing? God, that's creepy. I got cocky there. I thought I had this in the bag, so I did a little flip early, and it is very embarrassing. I record this late at night after wrestling with my laptop trying to get it to work, so yeah, excuse me if my skills aren't all that. Also, the whole frame rate thing, that's why I don't actually turn invisible properly. I just stay there, then I disappear. In the actual game, you do flicker before you disappear, so that is just my recording, so sorry about that, but it's not actually that badly animated in the real game, so don't be put off. I say I only ever do 2 tricks now. I only ever do the special mental trick, that is just mental, and the standard like flip, because the standard flip is your basic. If you want to do a trick, that's the most basic trick you can do. Well, that's not true, you can do the grabs, but that's your basic trick if you just want to do a trick. And then of course if I have enough room I'm going to do the mental trick, because it's mental and you get tons of coins. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There we go, first place, done. That's the last track in this game, nailed. Or is it? Yeah, you should probably guess by now that this actually isn't the last track, and because we did this track we actually now unlock another track. It's very cool. There's actually a cutscene right there that shows you receiving a prize, like the copper pass it's called, and then you're going, yeah, woo, I did it. But there's another sort of one of those scenes, so I wasn't too worried about cutting it out. But enough about that course. This is a new course, Quicksand Valley. Oh my god, I don't want to. These last 3 courses in the game, if you were having trouble with the first original 6, there's actually 3 others that you can unlock that are so much harder and more annoying. Like, oh my god, anyone will tell you who play this game how frustrating this can be. This is Quicksand Valley, which is a very cool level. It actually has my second favourite music track in the game, and it's lucky I love the music because I heard it a lot. And it actually didn't get old. Yeah, I had to play this so many times to actually get this footage. It's why, like I said at the beginning of the Let's Play, that I actually wanted to do, like, I didn't want to do live commentary just in case I failed, and I'm very glad I made that decision. This is such a cool level, but it's 4 stars, which is the highest difficulty rating in this game. The other 2 after this are less than this course, so according to the game this is the most difficult one. And a lot of this course is actually knowing where to go, which route to take. I would definitely recommend going right. Well, probably left at the beginning then right, but definitely go right at this second turn. Because as I mentioned before, I really like the grass level, whatever it's called, I can't remember, because of the alternate routes. But this takes it to a whole new level. This level's really awesome because of it. And here's another infamous bit. This is probably, like, people probably got to the coffee cups and did them okay if you had this game, but you may have missed out on this course because you weren't, you couldn't quite do it. But yeah, that sand bit is the worst. What it actually does is push you off the edge as you go around the corner. So one of the reasons why I'm actually slashing out using all around is so I can do that corner. That corner is like so crucial because if you fall off every time you're just going to lose, And by the way, in case you're wondering, if you do go left instead of right, like I did, you also do hit another one of those things. And I think that corner there is actually worse than that one right there. Because I was actually trying to use Alpine because this is a really hard map and I wanted more speed. But for these last few levels it's probably worth using slower boards because they get a lot harder and it's a lot more worthwhile to have, better cornering than speed, because the AIs just do what the hell they want. Sometimes they'll go faster, sometimes they go slower, but if you're going too fast and can't corner, you're just not going to keep up with them because they don't mess up at this point. In some of the earlier levels they do mess up, but in this level they're not going to, so you want to be careful. And you may think, Honest Tom 23, if you wanted to go for a cornering, and cornering's so important now, why did you go for Slash instead of Jam? Jam has better cornering. Well, random YouTuber, you have a good point. But pretty much, Okay, certain AIs will certain AIs will have certain personalities and will race in a certain way. If you don't pick Slash, the main 4 people on this, because it's set AIs who show up, it's Linda, Nancy, Jam and Slash. If you don't pick Slash, that means the AI becomes Slash. And trust me, you do not want that. Slash is such an arsehole to race against. He's so annoying. Because pretty much if you ever let him get in the lead, he goes so far forward that you just can't catch up. You just can't do it. So it's a lot better to actually pick Slash yourself and use Slash than, you know, try and bother to race against Slash using another character. Because as you can see, Linda's ahead at the moment, but if it was Slash, she would have been miles ahead. You may just think I'm being paranoid, but I swear to God, Slash is evil. Slash is evil. And here you can actually go left and right. Before I went right, because right I think is quicker, but if you go left, the main advantage to going left is that you can actually use this blue box. And the reason I went this way is because I thought I would be in third, and I may have been in third if I didn't attack Nancy, but I knew Nancy was going to go for the blue box, so I thought, screw it, I'll take her out and, you know, make her not get the blue box. Yeah. So in this race, I found that the bad AI was Jam, the hoarder AI that just took all the items was Nancy, and the pretty quick AI was Linda. Because again, I don't know this for certain, but that's pretty much how the AIs work. Everyone is set. And I think if you turn off the game and turn it back on, certain AIs will change, like maybe Jam will be the hoarder. I don't know, this is just from the experience of me having to re-record that part. I found that the AIs were actually different, like Tommy was the hoarder instead of Nancy. So again, I may just be looking too much into a game about snowboarding kids, but I swear to God, man. The final lap, a bit worried here because I'm third and Linda's not that far away and Jam's managed to overtake me, but the main thing I was worried about was Nancy, because one of the reasons why you would take the right route here like I do instead of the left route is because Nancy always takes the left route each time. You know, I like to go right while she always goes left. And you don't want to be around her just because you may be able to get an item and attack her with it, but she always gets items and she always has items, so she will always attack you back. So it's really not worth trying to do that. Instead, go this way, and so you don't get attacked by items. You know, it may sound like I'm being a coward here, but I swear to God, there's no point going up against her. And a lot of this track is actually kind of luck anyway. You know, luck of the draw at the end. Like, oh, in the last half of the third lap, do you get screwed over by Nancy, or do you get attacked in some way, or does Linda just happen to go faster than you? And so yeah, you do actually have to be good at the game, or this level. And a lot of this level is actually knowing what to do, knowing that you should go right each time, and that you should do that jump in that way, and knowing about yeah, and also knowing about the sand trying to push you away. So you first have to memorize the track, and then you have to get lucky. I got very lucky that I managed to get the coin, crush everyone. Jam crushed everyone else again, but I got a better start than the computers. It was damn close, but I eventually won. And if you've played this game before, you're gonna know how much torment that would have been for me. Although I don't think this is the hardest level. I think this level is still enjoyable, even though it's quite hard. The next level we're going to be doing is, it's hard in an unenjoyable way. But yeah, this is the cutscene showing the silver pass. There would have been one for the copper pass, but of course I couldn't include it. So I've been Honest Tom 23, and I will see you next time for the last part of Let's Play Snowboard Kids. Okay, see ya.